Hi, my name is Kiki Marriott and I am a childhood survivor of physical, emotional and sexual abuse. Today I will be sharing with you my story in hopes that I can empower others and myself, and to show my daughter some empowerment as well, and to bring light on people's childhood trauma, my own and like so many others that go through it. I still find it incredibly hard to talk about at times, so today I'm just going to be reading you a letter about my life. My earliest memory was when I was 3 years old. My mum was on crack cocaine and a man had a gun in her mouth, and I had to find my aunt, I think. But we had to run away after that, and when we came back, everything was gone and squatters took over our home. The next thing I remember, I was about 4 or 5 years old, and my mum used to have illegal jungle raves in our house. It was crazy, huge speakers and sound checks throughout the days until all the bouncers and the people came. She used to lock us in the bedroom upstairs with a padlock on, and she had the keys so that no strangers would come and hurt us. And one night people took over the rave and locked her in the cellar, and she didn't get out until the morning. My memories are just snippets. I think I've blocked out most of it. But another memory is when I was about 5 years old and I gave her a dirty look, and she picked me up by the scruff of my top and put me through a window and then dragged me back through it, and I now have scars all over my face. I've always been an adult for as long as I can remember, and I've always known how to cook and clean and to look after children. I never felt like an abused child. Me and my mum were a team. We were a team and we raised the kids together. It wasn't until I became an adult myself I realised how bad things were. I was regularly beaten with a belt, punched and kicked and spat at. I was left hungry, but we was never allowed to speak unless she was in a good mood. We moved around a lot when we were young, and we were put into foster care 3 times. The first one was horrific. We was bullied and left out, and it was a terrible experience. But our second foster home was heaven, and it is the happiest part of my childhood, and I will love them forever. Our third one was terrible. They didn't have a clue, but I was 14 and 15 years old by then, and I was just happy for a bit of freedom. When I was 12, I was sexually abused, and my mum hated me after I told her. Our lives just became so much worse. She got hooked on speed and started beating the living shit out of me. And she kicked me in the belly, and it winded me so bad I couldn't breathe. I was a severe asthmatic as a child, but she still forced me to iron her work shirt. She even forced me to sit next to the woman who sexually abused me on a car journey. I was crying and scared, and I was told to shut up. But I never had much time to process things back then because I had a house to run and children to look after. Life has always been up and down throughout, and I've never really knew what it was like to be a child. This isn't all of my childhood, but I just want to share a few things. Fast forward to my adult years, and I suffer with mental health and have attempted suicide many times in my life. And my biggest breakdown was in March 2020, after events that happened in 2019. I later found out that my mother knew my youngest brother was a paedophile, and she knew he had hurt my child, and it just broke me in ways no one could ever understand. And that was the darkest year. But then I found, But then I found Freedom for the Children UK, and I started raising awareness on child trafficking, and also did a prevention video on child abuse for a youth club. I can honestly say, having something to be passionate about and showing my daughter that you can turn devastation into something positive saved our lives. It really did. She is my absolute inspiration. Her courage and strength and determination just inspires me every day and makes my heart burst with pride. I'd like to thank my amazing supportive partner and my amazing friendship groups, some more than 20 years old. You have all helped to make us heal and to and to love us unconditionally, and I am forever grateful. Thank you so much for listening today, and I just hope that by me sharing my story, it empowers others to share theirs, and it gives them strength to know that you can be at rock bottom, but you can be at rock bottom, but you can get through it. I honestly felt last year I was so determined to die, and I never ever thought I would be in this position that I am in today, where I am so nervous but confident to share my story with you all, and to have talks with people, and to hopefully inspire people or help people, because that honestly does help me heal in my journey. Thank you so much for listening, and remember, we are not victims, we are survivors. Thank you.